Speech Kids! Speech Kids!
Every single week, Amy and I will be competing in one event of our choosing, and this day it is going to be original oratory in cold cuts.
Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Jeff, I
Yeah.
will pass it to you, and you can get going with your cold cut.
I love it. And I'm going to open as every OO that I watched on YouTube opened by creepily staring. Hog, chopper, crotch rocket, the reason she left me. These are some of the many terms for motorcycles. And all of them are stupid because the people who ride motorcycles are stupid. All of them. According to the NHTCA, that's the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, you know, NHTSA, motorcyclists are 27 times more likely to die in an auto accident than regular motorists. You know, normal motorists, your average idiot behind the wheel, drivers of cars with doors and safety standards. And did I mention doors? Because motorcyclists are also 100 times more likely to slam into my door next time they're zipping between cars in gridlock traffic. Eat door, baby! Now, as the great Sidney Poitier once shouted at Henry Rowenfurter in Rookie of the Year, I'm gonna take you out! You're not an assassin in a John Woo movie. You're just an overgrown teenager who's never fully been loved by your mother, so you voluntarily endanger yourself and annoy everyone else, as exemplified by your hacky tattoos to your mom. Love mom, she wishes she never met you. Now, motorcyclists are basically vehicular chain smokers. They know it's bad, but they think it looks so cool. In fact, I'm sure they all smoke cigarettes too, because like I said, they're dumb. Is this reductive? Yes. And why attack with such a broad brush? Because it's the motorcyclist equivalent of secondhand smoke. Here's what it sounds like. Is that annoying? Because it is to me. Because that's you, motorcyclists and scooterers, tearing out of your trailer parks, popping wheelies at your city park barbecues, cruising down the highway, looking for adventure or whatever comes your way. Born to be wild? How about born to die prematurely? And I hope you do, because motorcyclists are selfish. That's my real issue. They're selfish. They swim in a school of like-minded leatherheads, but they are fish who only care about themselves. They're self-fish. For every 100,000 of you, 125 will be severely injured in an accident this year. If you ride, your chance of dying from that motorcycle is 1 in 770, only slightly better than pedestrians whose odds of dying are 1 in 649, probably because some drivers aren't paying attention and just run them over. It's not the pedestrian's fault. But these numbers don't matter to you motorcyclists because you already know this and you just decided to do whatever you want to do. Do you think about how your indifference to personal injury affects those who care about you? I mean, I don't care. Personally, all of you can die and shut the F up forever. But I would imagine there's a family member, a friend, a stray dog you feed that would care if you died. Okay? And over 5,000 of you will die this year in the United States. And some of you are smarter than that. You're like Bob Dylan before he went electric. You know, he crashed his motorcycle in 1966 in Woodstock, New York, and nearly died because he forgot he was a literary nerd, a poet laureate who was better than that. And why did he do that? Because he was posturing. He wanted to be an image. He wanted to be Steve McQueen, Marlon Brando, Easy Rider. That's all it is, and it's ever been. It's posturing. If you're on a motorcycle, you're posturing. Motorcycles are a showcase in how lame you are. You're a shade cooler than old men who go into parking lots with their hot rods and stare at each other's engines. Even if you're part of some dumb gang with matching leather jackets and a zest for switching lanes as a group, you're not cool. You're a dweeb. You're a pack of dweebs with horrible hair, and none of you wrote Tangled Up in Blue or Masters of War, okay? So I don't care if you're a Rough Rider or a Hell's Angels, you're creating hell for us Earth Angels. I hope one day you all look like Nick Cage in Ghost Rider, which means that you'll spend eternity with your head covered in bad CGI fire because you're financially overleveraged and no longer make decisions you find fulfilling. Satan could make that fire look real, but he's not going to because you don't deserve it. Now, this year, Over 460,000 of you motorcycle morons held your annual rally in Sturgis, South Dakota in the middle of a pandemic. Most of you not wearing masks because we know how much you hate protecting your body from preventable harm. Now, I'm guessing most of you are also flag-wearing COVID hoaxers who think that basic safety and decency measures tread on your basic American freedoms, which you think are best exemplified in revving your engines down the open road. But what's the point of these rallies? For all of you to be in one place and play with your toys together, because you're the only people that get each other? Because one study claims that your little rally was linked to 260,000 COVID cases, 20% of the August cases in the month of August in the United States. That study may be faulty, but the facts support an uptick in South Dakota cases caused 600% daily boost in cases in the wake of your rally. So what do I propose then? Outlaw motorcycles? Nah, because they seem like a pretty effective tool in weeding out our intellectual deadweight as a species. But I do propose what we do is we annex Sturgis, South Dakota as a sovereign nation. Banish all motorcyclists or anyone riding a two-wheeled motorized vehicle, and that includes you and your scooter, Larry Crown, to Sturgis, South Dakota. Let this band of morons be a cancer unto themselves who can ride their hogs, wear the cute little matching leather jackets, and wave Trump flags with the commander and thief is photoshopped as Rambo. I don't care. No masks, no helmets, just pure freedom. Have it. We need fewer people in the world anyway. We need fewer idiots in this country and on our highways, and we don't need motorcycles or their riders ever. So to quote the great Steppenwolf, the band, not the theater company, from their music co-opted by Easy Rider, fire all your guns at once and explode into space. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Gets real hot in here when you're doing an old passionate piece about motorcyclists.
No, right?
Speech Kids! 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 Speech Kids!